I don't know about this story at all, but they say 42% of Tinder users are already in a relationship. So Tinder, you're saying, honey, I'm going out to the store, and then you check your Tinder on the way there.
Yeah. Like just constantly just looking, trolling for either penis or vagina.
But do they date?
Yeah, that's
do
what I'm
they hook
wondering.
up a date, or they just meet and bang quick behind a building?
I feel like it's a quick meet and bang. It's a meet and bang. Where
you know what's interesting? To see him start to grasp a concept.
Yeah.
Hold on to it for a second, and then make it a fact.
It's meet and bang. That's what it is. I got it. Meet and bang.
Meet and bang, everybody.
It's a meet and bang.
Start making the t-shirts. Meet and bang.
Tinder, change your name to meet and bang, and then give me a piece.
I don't know why we don't start an app called Meet and Bang.
That seems the easiest idea. Upload a picture. You want to have sex with people? Great. Join Meet and Bang.
I don't know anyone who's ever been laid on Tinder. I hear the concept of Tinder, but I don't know anyone who uses it.
I know dudes who use it. They don't like it because they never get matches or whatever. I guess you can match saying you like someone. If that person who you liked, if they then like you, then you can talk to each other. That opens up the communication.
So your friends are so unappealing that the women never say yes.
They're such dirtbags and such weirdos.
I feel like I see a lot of people, like, a lot of my friends are playing with it. They seem to be, like, voting on people.
Right.
But, you know, there were other sites before that, like OkCupid and stuff. I remember people were like, oh, I have a date from OkCupid, or like one of those other things.
That used to be seen as okay. Like, oh, you know what? He's out there. He's trying to get out.
Yeah.
And he's on OkCupid or Match.com. You know, Match.com seems like it's really used by the elderly, who that thing could be called marry the person you meet.
First match, marry.
Yeah. It seemed like a lot of guys that are in their 40s are like, I don't want to date. Give me a mathematical equation with someone, and I will marry them right now.
It's what do I have to lose at this point?
And then start bitching about them. But I don't want to date.
I've never had a Tinder, but I've played with someone's Tinder and I got in trouble because apparently I was saying like I liked people and I didn't know what I was doing. I was giving like the swipe that says like she was like, that guy's gonna contact me now. I was like, he seemed nice. I liked him.
Now, this friend of yours, did they have trouble dating in the real world?
I mean, she doesn't have a steady boyfriend, but
could she?
Yes, easily. She's a stunner. She's beautiful.
Do I know this person?
No.
Because I just wonder, I mean, for me, the Tinder for a woman seems somewhat dangerous. You know?
Yeah, I don't like
the roll of the dice.
Yeah.
I don't know what women are going on Tinder who are so in need of, literally random stranger dudes just to start talking to them through a fucking
Have
app.
you ever hooked up friends together, though? Have you ever been the person you go, oh, I know somebody who would be great for you?
I did it for the first time in a long time a few months ago, and I was like a date, and I was like, let's do this like blind date. Like, I'm not going to show anybody pictures. I'm just going to set you guys up. And then they met at a bar, and it was just like, didn't go well. And I just felt like shit afterwards. And I was like, I'm never going to do this.
I've hooked enough people up in business that has blown up in my face that I won't do it alone. And romance seems like it's even worse. But I think of like, oh man, what you're into this and this dude's into this. Let me get you guys together. And I saw them just like growl at each other in front of me. You know what I mean? Like, get very, like, who's the alpha dog here? So to me, being the person who has those kind of ideas, it's always a dangerous thing.
I've never tried to do that. I've done the opposite, or try to like tell people, look, you should need to break up with this woman. She's ruining you.
Terrible.
And what we've had together too, dude. Platonically.
Yeah, right. I don't buy that for a second.
I don't know if these things are anything more than just like a pacifier, but I've been told more people that are married have met online now through services than in real life. I mean, we're sitting around talking about, going buck wild into the future. If you were told that when you were a kid, that the computer will hook you up, because these kind of matching with a computer were around before personal computers, you know?
Yeah.
You would go to a place, pay money, and they would get all your likes and dislikes and run them against other, you know, things and data. And they always felt like they were for the strangest, weirdest things. But now it's a norm.
Yeah, totally. OkCupid is gigantic, and I know plenty of people who've have their girlfriends off through OkCupid specifically.
It's pretty strange that that's a common response to how did you meet?
That and J-Date. In the Jewish community, J-Date really
J-Date is
huge.
Gigantic with
it's
the Jews.
Really big.
Yeah.
Every Jewish person is on J-Date.
Yeah. I was...
it's really crazy.
I was with Gurion outside one time, and a woman comes up, Jeffrey, saw your thing on J-Date. And he's like, I'm not on J-Date. She goes, you're definitely on J-Date. And he's like, I don't know anything about it. And she's like... He goes, maybe it was from a long time ago. She goes, you updated it yesterday. You know, I felt like it was in a Seinfeld episode. And he just didn't want me to hear that he was J-dating it.
It's okay. If you're Jewish out there, we know you're on J-Date. That's how it is.
Likes, bagels.
Locks.
Butting in line.
Asking people what they make.
Asking people, now what do you do? And how much do you make doing that? Is that a good living? So, are you in a good business?
What do you pay for rent? What are you paying for that place?
Where's your apartment at? And what are you paying?
You renting or owning?
Why? Why? Why do you do that?
I hate those questions so
I know
much.
they're terrible.
I feel like you might as well just come over and like snatch my shirt off or something. It's like you're trying to expose me.
What's your social security number?
Let me lean over. I want to look into your asshole. Yeah, I just want to take a gander.
I'm uncomfortable with that.
Why? Why?
Oh, that doesn't look good.
No.
What is it?
You gotta get that checked out.
That might be a polyp. Here, let me put my finger on it. Polyp. Polyp. There's a lot of polyps back here.
How are you going around like this?
You want to go out to lunch with me and we can scream at waiters?
It's good to get a nosh.
We'll give them a ridiculous thing for them to come back with.
Look, I'm going to order this off the menu, but I want completely different than what you have here.
I actually have a friend who is a J. She J dates. And I told her, this is the last time we go out for a meal together.
Because of the way you're acting.
Mm-hmm. And I have not broken bread with her since.
No bagels.
No.
How can you?
Because she's so unbearable.
She's so unbearable to a server. It's insane.
Is this somebody you went to school with?
Yes.
Is it the one I'm thinking of?
Yes.
Because that person at 18 was like the meanest older woman that I ever saw.
Oh, God.
She literally is just like a clone of her mother.
That's
who
weird.
She calls Mothera.
Mothera! Let's go to Dan in Florida. In Florida, Dan.
Hey, Benningtons. How you doing?
Good.
Hey, I saw a ad for a ChristianMingle.com, and like the whole time, all I can think was, if you get a date with one of these girls, how long will it take you to fuck them? I mean, is that bad, or
Well, I mean, I think that might be true of all of life, but Christians do have sex. That's why there's more of them than ever before in history.
I'm starting MuslimMatch.com.
Muslim Match, you will end up being arrested and being considered part of ISIS. Likes putting bombs on myself and running into buildings.
Not seeing any skin on a woman.
Throwing rocks at gay people until they're dead. Walking in sand.
Long walks in the sand.
Long walks in the hot sand.
Fatwas.
Making buildings that are gigantic where no one would ever live.